Namaste everyone and welcome back to our channel. Today, we are diving deep into a super important topic in Spring Boot, profiles and configuration. Imagine you have an application that needs to behave differently in your development environment compared to your production environment. Perhaps it connects to a different database, uses different logging levels, or enables specific features only for testing. How do you manage this gracefully without changing code every time? That is exactly what Spring Boot profiles help us achieve. In this tutorial, we will learn what profiles are, how to activate them, and how to use them to create flexible and robust Spring Boot applications. Get ready to unlock a powerful feature. Alright, let us start with the core concept. What exactly is a Spring Boot profile? Think of a profile as a named, logical group of configuration properties. It is like having different outfits for different occasions, one for a party, one for work, one for exercise. Each outfit is a profile of your clothing, right? Similarly, Spring Boot allows you to define specific configurations that are only active when a certain profile is enabled. We typically define these in application profile_name .properties or application profile_name .yml files. For example, application dev.properties for development settings and application prod.properties for production settings. This keeps your configurations separate and organized, making your application highly adaptable. Observe the example on the screen. Now that we understand what profiles are, the next crucial step is knowing how to activate them. Spring Boot gives us several flexible ways to tell our application which profile to use. The simplest way is to set the spring.profiles.active property. You can do this directly in your main application.properties file. Alternatively, and very commonly, you can activate profiles from the command line when you run your application. This is super useful for quickly switching environments without modifying files. You can also use environment variables, which is a common practice in containerized deployments. Each method provides a powerful way to control your application's behavior without recompiling. Let us see these methods in action on the whiteboard. Let us put our knowledge into practice with a real-world example. We can use the @profile annotation directly on our Java configuration classes or even on individual @beam methods. This allows us to define different implementations or configurations that will only be picked up by the Spring container when the specified profile is active. On the screen, you can see two configuration classes, devconfig and prodconfig. Each class provides a simple string bean, but with different messages. When the dev profile is active, devconfig provides its message. When prod is active, prodconfig takes over. Our main application then injects and prints this profile-specific message, demonstrating dynamic behavior based on the active profile. This is very powerful for managing environment-specific services or data sources. My dear friends, while Spring Boot profiles are incredibly powerful, it is also easy to stumble upon a few common pitfalls. One common mistake is forgetting to activate a profile, leading to unexpected default behavior. Always double-check your activation method. Another is having conflicting properties across different profile files. Spring's property loading order can sometimes be tricky, so be mindful of overrides. A best practice is to always have a sensible default configuration in your main application.properties file that works if no specific profile is active. Also, ensure consistent naming conventions for your profile files. Externalizing sensitive properties, such as database credentials, using environment variables or external configuration servers, is highly recommended for production environments. Always strive for clarity and simplicity in your profile definitions. Wonderful! We have covered a lot today about Spring Boot profiles and configuration. Let us quickly recap the key takeaways. We learned that profiles allow us to tailor our application's behavior for different environments using application profile_name.properties files. We explored various ways to activate profiles, including through application.properties, command line arguments, and environment variables. We also saw how the @profile annotation provides fine-grained control over Java beans and configuration classes. Finally, we discussed common mistakes and best practices to ensure your profile management is robust and error-free. Keep practicing these concepts, my friends. Your ability to create flexible and adaptable applications will greatly improve. If you found this tutorial helpful, please do like this video, share it with your friends, and subscribe to our channel for more amazing Java content. Happy coding!